Hello, welcome back. Last time Missile remained as unyielding as ever. Why am I facing this direction? I guess I bumped after I started. Okay, so... puzzle's still here, everything still looks the same. I'd like to figure out how to use my time productively here. So... today I think what I want to focus on is just, like, understanding what operations I can do here, and then maybe afterward I can put them together into something that's useful in some way. I feel like I had some thoughts about something that's going on here, but I mean, I thought about a lot of things, but they just did not lead where I needed them to lead. So let's think about this. What is the first thing I can do here? Like, all possibilities. Explode a bomb bug. Either one. Drop trapdoors. Drop these trapdoors. Move blocks around, such as this. Okay, so the action of doing that did give me an idea. Oh. That's interesting. I don't think it's anything that'll work, but it's something new. Okay. That may have been the first time I actually brought the monster block in there. Now, my idea doesn't actually involve bringing the monster block in there, but let's do it anyway. There's a thing to try here. Alright, I'm going to push you all the way down to the south. Okay, this out of the way. You look here, you go there. Oops. I'm gonna bring you in to that area. Well, what's this good for? Nothing really. Alright, so the idea was that I can use the, because I'd want this here for that, and that's a hard place to put it. I was thinking about the idea of using the monster block to push the bomb bug while it's over there. Okay, yeah, but I mean that's really nothing new. I've still spent all my trapdoors. And while, sure, that gets me an infinite number of toggles on the plate, I only need 2 ever. Well, 1 on, 1 off. 1 off, 1 on. 1 off, 1 on, that's all I ever need. But yeah, the thing that came into my mind was a formation that looked like... I guess it actually looked like this. Like this. So, that way, that way, that way, that way. Okay. Okay, so, it was a new thing. It doesn't resolve my problem. Okay, so other things I could do. I can stack, sort of. Stacking does seem to have a cost in that if I stack something, it's sort of stuck against an edge. I think that's... okay, so another insight I had is that's not entirely true, is it? Okay, you quit that. So, let's try stacking. Let's see if I can get this stack off of this edge. Easily. Trivially. Doesn't even involve a bomb bug. Okay, so where I had been thinking that stacks get stuck on this edge... no, they're perfectly retrievable. I do lose a trapdoor doing that. That seems like an acceptable cost. I guess it means I couldn't do this another time with the monster block on the bottom, but I couldn't do that anyway. Okay, so stacking is doable, and I can get the stack back. Okay. Is this getting me any closer to anything? Ultimate goal still needs to be off and on again. Like, no matter what I do... oh, hold on, okay, so let's probe at that statement for a second. Off and on again. Off. So I can stand here. on again, so that we can meet. Can't influence you from down here. Monster block cannot draw you toward it, only push you away. I can't put it here. And even if it could, it's not like chasing you out of there could rescue me while I'm in here. Okay. Alright, so then, let's break that down further. What are all the ways this can get off? I push it. An explosion pushes it. That's all. Okay, so I push it means I need to be here. Now I know there are two ways to do that. I can cross this gap, which appears to require both bomb bugs. Or I can cross a trapdoor bridge, which then requires me to cross the other one. Yes, okay. So with an explosion, issue with explosion. I can't get close enough to chain one to that. So it has to be either detonated by attack or primed by proximity. Proximity is impossible without me being in here. It's kinda almost possible if I had all three out here and a chain like that. But if that was done, then I wouldn't need to do anything with the plate. A bomb bug cannot move after it's primed unless it's sliding on top of something, and then it's at elevation 1 where it can't affect a block at elevation 0. Okay, so explosions can happen by proximity to me, by another explosion nearby, by heating up, but that's not relevant because the only heat is way over here, by being attacked by another monster, but there are no other monsters here. If only I could just import an angry eye, maybe I could get something done. By being attacked by me. The thing I keep trying to picture is like a missile. You know, I put an explosive payload on top of something that moves across a gap and then it explodes on the ground. But that's not how this happens. Just reading the runes here, what I feel like it is that needs to happen is that I hop this gap first. No, sorry. What I'm feeling right now is that a bomb bug goes in, somehow explodes. I do my business out here, then I go in, put a thing on here, and then... Wait a second. Right, okay, the somehow explodes part of that is why that doesn't work. So yeah, don't leave impossible steps in your chain of events. I need to make that step possible before I go anywhere else. How can an explosion happen in here? It can if I'm there, but if I'm there I don't need an explosion. I keep trying to find a way that I can hang here, attack there, and get pushed back across. That's not a thing, right? Right. These are all pits, not water, so they can't be filled in. Okay, so therefore, if I have an impossible step in there for explosion, then this is not moving by explosion. Ice is here. Ice implies sliding block jumps that gap. Why do I desire that? If I'm on it, then I can use just one pair of trapdoors to get out. Hold on, why doesn't it work to... Because I run out of bomb bugs. Right, okay, so... whoa. Oh. That... Whoa. Oh, that's fascinating. What happened? I went here, I input this, I pressed skip to end, I pressed the pause button again, and it took me to preview mode. That's weird, that shouldn't happen. Okay, that's something I would like to change, because why would it take me to preview mode? It has something to do with the fact that I was in input replay mode. Anyway, so right here. So doing this. By inputting, I think... Okay, let's test this. Hold on. Doing a couple of things here. Statistics say I've spent 1 hour, 11:56 in this room. I do this, I input, I skip to end, I press that button, I press that button. Statistics now say that 4 seconds have passed, which sounds about right. If I were to restore to there... Okay, let's find out. Maybe disturbing my timekeeping. It did indeed disturb my timekeeping. Okay. So my amount of time spent in here will be inaccurate, but it already was. If I want to avoid the inaccuracy, I should input instead of restoring. Saving the trapdoors doesn't matter anymore, because I'm out of bomb bugs. There's this one here. I could have still had the monster block. I know there was a way to do that. I'm not sure how I ever did it, but I did it. So I'm here with nothing left. Okay. If I had a bomb bug, I could draw in here on the remaining bridge. Then it could stand on the thing, I would blow you up, and it could come back out. Everything would be resolved, like there would be many solutions to this if I could jump this gap, having only used one bomb bug. Is there a way to move faster on ice? Or, like, accelerate something beyond... No. If I could land myself here, then I wouldn't have to engage with this part of the puzzle at all. It's way too far away from the ice to do that. There are 2 of these. What are they for? Okay, I do have a funny idea. How am I gonna pull it off? Like this? No. It's going to have the bomb bug following behind me here, holding these down so that this slides in such a way I can mount up on it. Why would I care though? Sliding north-south doesn't do anything to help me cross this. And yeah, no, there's just not enough space to make that happen. Also, the bomb bug would have to be right next to me for that to make sense. Because it'd have to be Pacific. Okay. So I could stack a block on a bomb bug. Why would I do that? I don't currently see a reason to. No other way to impart motion on something in this direction than with an explosion or by me pushing it. If I push it, I cannot catch up to it and jump on it. If I explode, I still need a second explosion, and that's both bomb bugs spent. Every constraint remains in place. Let's look at a new angle. What does the room geometry imply I want to do? So break down each piece. This implies I want to stand here, to pull you there. This implies that after I stand here, that needs to be pressed again. So release, stand, press, cross. This means there's a key here that I get when I finish the room. I can't skip to this side and jump over somehow. This is the main problem of the room. I must explode this to clear it, and that's what's hard to do. This implies that I want heat somewhere in this column, but not everywhere. Which I sort of found a use for with that little mechanism I made where I push this west and it moves a bomb bug onto heat and then block rebounds to the right. I had another way to do that somehow, and I forget how that worked. But somehow I did do that another way. Did I, like, stop this somewhere, scare a bomb bug into it, move that at the right time, or interrupt it so that it would explode, and then... How could that have been, though? Because if the bomb bug walked west past a push block, it could not have then pushed that same block with its explosion. I probably had a backstop on here, hot to the north, monster further to the north. And you were on the west. That's what I did. I pulled you east, scared you south, then you exploded. And that was how I did that without sacrificing the monster block, because it was somewhere that wasn't hot. Okay, anyway, so that's how I must have done that. Yeah, the implication here is I drop at least one of these. And it either kills a monster block or explodes a bomb bug or both. Killing the monster block is not interesting on its own unless at a very specific time I need to stop fleeing. Exploding the bomb bug has exactly one obvious purpose, sliding a block to the east. The reason sliding a block to the east is interesting is because with a second explosion I can cross this gap. But that leads to the main problem again. That uses both my bomb bugs. If I've used 2 explosions to get here, nothing else can happen. Because I pull that off, I go out here, I get you to me, but then nothing else can happen. Okay, so the ice implies that I want to slide something. Directions of slide that are interesting. West to east, that's the main one. It also just makes it a little hard in general to lay something out specifically in the middle here, so it could be just an obstacle, but paired with this, like this is a an unmistakable use explosion to slide thing to the east on ice mechanism. Like, that is its express purpose. Now that'd require an explosion here. Yeah, no diagonal goes anywhere interesting. It's the orthogonal that I want. Why would I want that? To cross this gap, yes. But I can't do that. I mean, I can, but it doesn't help me. Okay. Monster block implies I want to push a bomb bug at some point. 3 push blocks implies that they are probably one of the things that slides. I may be riding on one, I may put one on a bomb bug, I may put a bomb bug on one. Like, these are the missile body, aren't they? Ooh. Multiple ones of these sliding back to back. They're not multi-push, so that is impossible to set up. Okay, side to side doesn't help. I was trying to picture some way where, like, one falls down, then another replaces it, but that doesn't grant hang time on the part of the turn where I need it. Okay, what does this imply? The pair of these makes stacking possible. All types of stacking, right? Arbitrary height on monster, under monster? Okay, so let's just make sure. So I know I can put block on block. I've done that, that's trivial. Monster on block. Pretty sure I've done that, and it's easy enough. The mildly annoying part is getting the block there in the first place, right? But that's not even particularly hard, right? I just do this. And some of that. And okay, there's a minor annoyance with it, but it's doable. You, go there. Oops, you, go there. And now, okay, there's a little more to this than just that. But again, yeah, I've done all this before. Monster unblock is yes. That is doable. And I can move you freely, for some definition of freely. Okay. Just in case. Could be relevant. Block on monster. Should be completely trivial. Done. Alright. Block on monster, monster on block, both perfectly possible. Elevations beyond 1, that part I cannot do. Yeah. 1 is the highest elevation that I could get on. I mean, I could stack this further on top of something else. Or this. Okay, here's a question. Could I send this rider across there? I don't think so, no. No, that should work. So I'd put you here, the customary position. Then all this would take Okay, I would actually appreciate something else here, but I don't have the something else. That's fine, I think. I can just put this up here, do a little bit of scaring. Actually, this is the amount that I want. Let's do that further south. So like this. Okay, sure. I've put you in there. Why have I put you in there? Show me a reason why I wanted to do that. Alternately, actually, yeah. Well, you're off, sure. And I can still get that back. Okay. Why would I want this? You can't move that without dying, and I can't cause you to die. At most, I could have shoved you onto a monster block, which 1 would be at the wrong elevation, 2 would not cause an explosion. You'd just get eaten. Boosting a bomb bug across here does not seem productive. Unless I can make it explode. Okay, if I examined all the elements. These two, this pair of trapdoor bridges implies that I get either 1 in and 1 out, or 2 outs if I take a different in, or 2 ins if I take a different out both times. I am very certain I do not have another out. I have seen that I have another in that I can use exactly once, and it costs too many resources to use. However, a lot of the room implies I do want to use it. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, here's something. It's not, though. Okay, so here's maybe a simpler way to set up the hopping the gap thing at least. I can do that much. Sure, that's fine. How is this gonna be? I still need the same L shape here. Alright, you out of the way. Hey. Go get scared. You too, actually. I didn't really want to put that there, but that's where it is. It's fine, whatever. L shape. No, not like that. Actually, yes, I do want this, then something like, I don't know, that. Sure. am I doing? How is this supposed to work? Oh, like this. Then afterward... Oh, careful. Actually, no. I had it. So this would be the simpler setup for exploding across there. Is that simpler? Kinda. The slide is the crucial component here. If no slide, then this explosion would just bump me there and do nothing productive. Where am I going wrong? That's as far as this goes. There's nothing else. This is the limit. Is this gonna be cool when somehow I invent a mechanism that just, like, does something impossible? Or, like, is there just something in the cracks here that I somehow haven't considered? I assume this room is solvable. That should be a safe assumption. But I've considered every possibility as far as I can tell. How do I perceive the other possibilities I have not considered? As long as I've been playing this style of game, you'd think I'd have a good answer for that. Maybe one doesn't exist. I have various tools I try. Today I tried considering every element of the room, how it fits into the larger context, and then I hoped that would give me puzzle pieces I could put together to conceptualize anything here. I don't see how the overall layout of this room leads me to any conclusion. Like, there's some leap in logic I need to make that just is not hinted to me by anything that exists here, as far as I can tell. Where do I leap? I'd love to leap here, but where do I... How do I ideate anything? Like, anything that's different from what I'm doing now. I don't see any path from here to anywhere else. And how many times have I examined every part of this? Is there a part I haven't examined, and if not, which part haven't I examined enough? Or does one of my ideas work and I don't realize it because I haven't tried the right combination of things? What combination haven't I tried? Anything at all? What have I not done? Block on monster, monster on block. Block on monster on block. I'm sure I could do that, but how would that help me? It would not. Leaf on block. Block on leaf. I haven't tried that, but why would I want that? There are no waypoints, there are no statues, there's explosions, yes, but why would I bump something off my head? I have no reason to. Sliding. There's something I don't understand about sliding, maybe. A bomb bug cannot initiate a slide except by exploding. They can't push. They can't, like if a block is on them and they move, that doesn't impart slide. They can't pull. They can't telekinetically shove the block. Only I can push, and statues. There are none of those around. Leaf, statues, and explosions. That's what can push things. It's those three things. Nothing can push harder or faster, except like an explosion can go after a slide, and after another explosion. Sure. How do I get here without exploding twice? Nothing about being here helps anything other than me standing here, which involves crossing the gap one way or another. There are 3 ways to cross the gap that I've seen. I don't think there's a secret 4th one somehow. There's no stairway outline here to enter from below or above somehow. I mean, I haven't been to the room above, but I can't get there until this room is clear. But also there's no ladder outline. A bomb bug in here, again, cannot impart any motion on a block unless it explodes. And I can't make it explode when it's in here. Unless I'm standing here, and there's a chain all the way, like a chain of 3. And I can't have 3, I can only have 2. Priming happens after movement, so it can't prime and then move somehow to make, like, the chain longer. And movement does not happen while primed, no matter what. A primed bomb bug can never unprime or move. Unless it's slid along, which requires it to be at elevation 1, which means it's not getting on the ground before exploding. How much would it help me if I could get hang time here? The reason I desire hang time is so that I could be standing on a block that's hanging here, attack to the right, explode that bomb bug, get back across while clearing this off. I guess because I can move one in without dropping any trapdoors. Okay, so I guess this reduces to 2 problems I desire to solve. Get across in only one explosion, or explode something that's in here without me being all the way in. Number 2 seems obviously impossible. Number 1 seems less obvious but also impossible. I need a slide so that the explosion to get across here is mandatory. Like, okay, so, alright, which of the explosions am I replacing? I think it's the one over here. So I would push, rendering this part of the room useless, which makes me suspicious that, like, just reading the situation, that can't be it. But that's the obvious one. I would push that, and somehow get ahead of it, get on it, and do this explosion here. So replacing the other explosion would mean I would just fall here. Without an explosion in this column, as I slide by, I only go 1, not 2. I have to go 2. So this explosion cannot be replaced. This explosion is implied not to be replaced because of the room layout, and also I can't find a way to do it. However, this layout strongly implies that series of actions happen. An explosion here, then one here to cross this. When and why would I do that? Who's crossing? Probably me. I don't do a 1 explosion thing and then a 2 explosion thing later. No other parts of this can be jumped. I can't stack push blocks here to walk over them. Well, I can't make a bridge all the way from here to here to reuse that. And even if I could, once I was in, what, I'd make another one on the other side? No, like there are many reasons that doesn't work. I'm not trying to imagine standing on top of a block on a bomb bug, which, one, requires more elevation than I can have here. Probably. Am I sure about that? No. How would I set this up? Okay, now hang on. Let's see if I can get to elevation 2. And have a bomb bug, like, walk me across here and somehow make that turn? I only have one monster block, but it can slide. Why don't you go there? Both of you just hide over here for a second. So I'm trying to set things up so that I have... Oh, I see several issues. I was trying to set things up such that bomb bug was here, I was on a block already, and how would that happen? Well, hold on. What about, like... Wait, you all just out of my way. I'm doing things. No. Okay. Can't make it happen while I'm in that area. Even if... Oh no, hold on. If I could get a bomb bug here while I'm standing there... Yeah, so if I can convince one of you to run down. If I had a second monster block... Sliding it doesn't feel like it helps. Even if I could have this turn on, then I jump here, it turns off, I'm at elevation 2, what am I doing with that? I don't have any more blocks, I can't do anything with a push block on a toggle door. The idea would be, I guess, that I would get on a bomb bug that was carrying the block and somehow convince it to walk me all the way in there. That's not gonna happen. No. Okay. Well, that's the end of today's adventure. Maybe this is the end of Adventurer. Maybe I'm just going no further. I cannot reach the underworld. I beat the world. Like, I did go here. But this is just unreachable because this room doesn't have a solution, apparently. Alright, well, that's today's status.